We spend our lives worrying about the big diseases. We worry about the heart attack. We worry about the blood pressure. We worry about the stroke. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. But there is a silent thief that is likely stealing from you right now, this very second. It doesn't end you quickly. It doesn't send you to the emergency room in the middle of the night. Instead, it slowly dissolves you. It eats away at your independence, ounce by ounce, year by year. It is the number one reason people lose their ability to walk, their ability to drive, and eventually, their ability to live alone. This thief has a name. It is called Sarcopenia, and if you are over the age of 30, it has already started. Hello, today, we are confronting the melting disease. We are going to uncover why muscle loss is actually a metabolic crisis, why you are losing your fast twitch fibers first, and why the way you eat protein might be failing to trigger the growth switch your body desperately needs. And as we confront this serious health problem, please hit the like button and leave a comment. This is a huge help to the channel. Let's define the enemy. Sarcopenia comes from the Greek. Sarco means flesh. Penia means poverty. Poverty of the flesh. It is the age-related loss of muscle mass and function. Note that I said function, not just size. Here is the terrifying statistic. After age 30, you begin to lose muscle mass at a rate of 3% to 5% per decade. By the time you are 60, that rate accelerates. By 80, many people have lost 50% of the muscle they had in their prime. This isn't just about looking good in a t-shirt. Muscle is your body armor. When you lose it, you become fragile. But here is the nuance that most doctors miss. You don't lose all muscle equally. You lose a very specific type. Your muscles are made of a mix of fibers. Type 1, the slow twitch. These are your endurance fibers. They are for walking, posture, and low-intensity work. They are resilient. They hang around. Type 2, the fast twitch. These are your power fibers. They are for sprinting, jumping, and crucially, catching yourself when you trip. In sarcopenia, the type 2 fibers are the first to die. They atrophy because our modern life rarely requires us to move fast or lift heavy. This is why falls are so deadly in the elderly. It's not that their legs are too weak to stand, it's that they are too slow to react. The brakes are gone. When you lose type 2 fibers, you lose your safety net. Now, let's look at the chemistry. Why does muscle loss lead to diabetes? We tend to think of muscle as a mechanical tool, a system of pulleys and levers. But muscle is actually your largest endocrine organ. It interacts with your hormones. Most importantly, muscle is a metabolic sink for glucose. When you eat a bagel or a bowl of pasta, that sugar is absorbed into your blood. And where does it go? Ideally, 80% of it is soaked up by your skeletal muscle to be stored as glycogen. But if you have melted away 30% of your muscle mass, you have a smaller sink. The sponge is half the size. So, where does the sugar go? It stays in the blood. It raises your insulin. It gets stored as visceral fat. This creates a vicious cycle. Less muscle leads to higher insulin resistance. Higher insulin resistance leads to more fat gain and more inflammation. Inflammation destroys more muscle. Sarcopenia and type 2 diabetes are best friends. They feed each other. If you want to fix your blood sugar, you don't just need less sugar, you need more zinc. So how do we stop the melting? We have to talk about protein. But not just eating protein. We need to talk about the Leucine Threshold. This is the most critical concept for anyone over 40. When you are young, 18 or 20, your body is an anabolic machine. You can look at a weight and grow muscle. You can eat a tiny amount of protein, and your hormones will amplify the signal and build tissue. But as you age, your muscles develop anabolic resistance. Think of your muscle like a light switch. When you are young, the switch is sensitive. A gentle touch turns on the grow light. When you are older, the switch gets rusty. It gets stiff. A gentle touch, like an egg and toast, does nothing. The switch stays off. To turn on muscle synthesis, you need to slam the switch with a sledgehammer. That sledgehammer is the amino acid leucine. And to get enough leucine to flip the rusty switch, you need a minimum of 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein in a single sitting. This is where most seniors fail. They eat like a bird. a little oatmeal for breakfast with 5 grams of protein, a salad for lunch with 10 grams of protein, a small piece of chicken for dinner, like 20 grams of protein. They might be eating enough calories, but they never trigger the switch. They spend 24 hours a day in a state of muscle breakdown. If you want to keep your muscle, you need to spike that protein. You need a big dose. 30 grams is the floor, not the ceiling. Now, how do we measure this? Do you need an expensive MRI? No, just shake my hand. Grip strength is currently one of the most powerful biomarkers we have for overall longevity. A massive study published in The Lancet, covering 140,000 people, found that grip strength was a better predictor of all-cause mortality than systolic blood pressure. Why? Because your grip is a proxy for your overall neural and muscular integrity. If your grip is weak, it means your nervous system is failing to recruit fibers. It means your type 2 fibers are gone. It means your melting is advanced. Every 5 kilogram decrease in grip strength is associated with a 17% increased risk of dying from heart disease. If you can't open a jar of pickles, that is not a nuisance, that is a medical alarm bell ringing. So how do we train? Most people think strength training means lifting a weight slowly, up and down. That helps. But remember, we are losing the fast fibers. To save them, we need power training. Power is force and velocity. You need to tell your brain, we still need to move quickly. This doesn't mean you need to do box jumps. It means when you stand up from a chair, you stand up fast. Explosively. When you push a weight, you push it with intent. Speed on the way up, control on the way down. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning. Research shows that power training improves functional ability in older adults twice as effectively as standard strength training. Why? Because power is what gets you out of the way of a speeding car. Power is what catches you when you slip on ice. Strength helps you carry the groceries. Power saves your life. Here is the doctor's verdict. We need to stop treating older adults like they are made of glass. Bones become like glass because we stop loading them. Muscles melt because we stop challenging them. The narrative that getting frail is inevitable is a lie. It is a choice of lifestyle. You can be 80 years old and strong. You can be 80 years old and have a metabolic sink that works, but you cannot do it by accident. Gravity is trying to pull you into the earth. Sarcopenia is trying to dissolve your frame. You have to fight back. You have to eat the protein. You have to lift the heavy thing. You have to move with speed. Do not let yourself melt. Here is my challenge for you, the sit-to-stand test. Find a sturdy chair. Cross your arms over your chest. Time yourself. How many times can you fully stand up and sit back down in 30 seconds? If you are over 60 and you get less than 12 reps, you are in the danger zone. You have sarcopenia creeping in. Use that number. That is your baseline. Start doing power sit-to-stands every day. Beat that number. Save your independence. I'm Dr. Levitas. Stay solid, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video. Watch this video suggestion. It was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.